Hello everyone, we just a 32 back with another deck review. Today we're taking things up a notch, looking at something a little bit different. It's the 5D deck, which features 5 suits, additional cards. Let's check it out. Alright, so these are the 5D decks from a Kickstarter project by Christian Provost, a fellow Canadian, designed by Eli Miranda. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Could be Ellie. Oh, I know. Pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure it's Eli. And I should mention these are printed in Canada. I believe in Quebec. Wasn't explicitly stated where exactly they were printed, but since they're from Quebec, I expect they were printed there. It's unknown printer, unknown, quality, if you will. Apparently there was 10,000 printed. I don't know if that's 10,000 each color or 10,000 total. And yeah, we'll get into it. They're obviously a bit different on the front. And I will probably link in the description my unboxing of these, the video I did regarding that, because they were a disaster area. The tuck cases I had to assemble myself. As you can see, this one, the first one I did, didn't work out so well. And the cards, they came wrapped up in little paper bands stuck to a kind of an envelope, and they were not really stuck too well. They were all over the place. It was a disaster area. You'll see if you check out the video in the link. That's all I'm going to talk about that for now. So the front of the boxes, they have some pips in 4 different colors, plus a star, which is the 5th suit. This has 5 suits, aka why it's called 5D. I do think they should have just had the other pip on here instead of the cutout, but the cutout's fine. It's kind of cool. They come in black and red, though blue, for some reason. Maybe in the future. Apparently, this may not be their first release. And I know I have similar decks, but I don't know if it's in the same company. I do know I have another deck that has stars in it for sure. But it has 5 suits. Front it says 5d.games. It's the website. Link in the description as well. Card says Zue, playing cards. Nipes, 5D. Onto the side, it just again says the website. And it says 5th Dimension International. Now here, they don't have all 5 suits. Oh, actually, sorry. I mean, they do have all 5 suits listed. My apologies. Same with the other side. And then the top, it just says 5th Dimension. I guess that's the logo. It looks like the logo of some other board game. I just can't think of which, or card game. And the bottom, there's some, this says Canada marker. And in the back, you see some of the faces with some more ad copy and trademark stuff. I will say as well, I looked at this, and then the flap here, it says again 5D.games. And then it says there's 81 cards. And again, the logo. I will say, I looked at this. Maybe this is not the best one to look at. Look at this here. You can see there is a ton of extra space in here. I looked at it. There's room for at least 15 extra cards, if not 20. That's a lot of space. If I put a bunch of tuck cases on top of this, a bunch of decks on top of this, it may crush. So that's unfortunate. They should have made it a better size, the tuck case. Now this deck, like I said, does have 81 cards. This is the 81st card. I think they said just stopped at 80 because I don't really understand the purpose of this other than it being an ad card. It really doesn't serve much of a purpose. Or you can use it as like a wild card or something, I suppose. The back design, this says 5D with a star. And it says 2020 throughout it, as well as 81. And it has spade pips. It's a smooth plastic coated finish. And if I double check, it is not, I'll use this bicycle deck as a comparison. It is not poker size. It's also not really bridge size. It's poker size height, but width wise, it's a weird size. Let's just put it at that. Let's put that away. Now, what's interesting about this deck is it's got a bunch of additional cards. It's not just an additional suit, it's additional cards as well. You get Not one or two jokers, but 5 jokers, one for each suit. This is the Joker of Spades, Joker of Hearts, Joker of Clubs, the Joker of Diamonds, and then the Joker of Stars. More like a wild card than anything. As you can see, Spades are in black, Hearts in red, Clubs in green, Diamonds in an orangey color, and Stars are in blue. So, it's Unova playing cards deck. The Ace of Spades says Thomas de la Rue, 1831 on top, with some artwork on the bottom. 5th Dimension International. And a 55 inside the pip. I'm guessing they borrowed some ideas from that person. I'm not 100% sure why that's there, 1831, what that has to do with anything. Or the 55, really, because it's not a 55 card deck. All the aces have nice big pips. I will say the artwork is inspired by traditional decks of cards. In terms of the court cards, this one's got some dirt on it. Fantastic printing. On top of the aces, though, you also get for each suit a number 1 card. So you got aces and 1s, you got jokers for every suit. But that's not it, because there's one more additional card per suit. Not only do you get your traditional court cards like the King and the Jack and the Queen, but you also get the Princess cards for each suit. Some kind of look modern, some look a little bit more old school, medieval, like that one. I never noticed if there's a common theme per suit or not, but there may be. The Stars. I will say I've always been a fan of decks that have like additional suits as long as they kind of make sense. Like Stars kind of make sense. I have, 1 or 2 others similar somewhere in my collection. And then you get your number cards. They do have 4 indexes, kind of European style. Like I said, it's a smooth plastic coated finish. And it's a decent stock, kind of a thinner stock perhaps. I don't know again who printed it, other than it was printed by someone in Canada as far as I know. It's not the best handling, but it is what it is. There's also, like I said, the red deck, or perhaps Ruse. And it's exactly the same, except that it's red. Also, I didn't mention, but there is a slight one-way back element because, well, you can see it's just different. They didn't mirror image it properly, but it is what it is. Overall, it's an interesting deck. It's different, it's unique. I can see people who like to play card games getting a lot of value out of this, being able to add additional court cards and a joker for each suit, 1s along with aces. You can definitely, up your games with this deck. And perhaps you can also use it for Magic. Additional cards, additional uses. So yeah, pretty cool. Overall, I will say, packaging aside, the shipping aside, pretty nice. I'll give it a B+. Overall, it's pretty nice. Nice, completely custom artwork. And yeah, it can be fun, I think. So that is that. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you next time for more. Thanks for watching.